Good morning, students. And the next topic I am going to discuss about files. So file is a storage place where we are going to store the data. So file consists of some sequence of information or a sequence of characters which are going to represent some information. So that is a file. A file is going to be stored in the computer's memory. So file is sequential stream of bytes ending with end of file marker. So generally file is represented with the help of characters, and here we are going to see two different types of files, text files and binary files. So before going to discuss about files, first of all, what is a file? File in the sense it is an entity which is able to store the data. So here the file consists of some sequence of bytes of information. So here the file can be two types, text file and binary file. So what is a text file? Text file in the sense already we people are familiar with ASCII data. So what is ASCII? American Standard Code for Information Interchange. As per the ASCII values, some A to Z, 65 to 90, some small a to small z, 97 to 122. Like that some representation is there. Yes or no? So here there are total 256 characters are there. So those values lies between 0 to 255. So using these 256 characters text, we are going to prepare the text files. And what is a binary file? Binary file is prepared with the help of only two characters. They are 0 and 1. So that is the basic difference between the text file and binary file. So text file consists of character set 0 to 255, and the binary file consists of character sets 0 and 1. And if you observe carefully the differences, the text file can be read by human. Why? Because it is human readable format. Generally, binary file is prepared with the help of zeros and ones. It is a machine code, so it is not human readable format. And text file is going to consist some end of file marker, that is \0. We are going to show it as the end of the file marker, so that is the end file. But in case of binary file, there is no such end file marker. And in case of a binary file, every integer value which requires, suppose 1245 is an integer which requires only 2 bytes of memory. In case of text file, it is going to require 5 bytes of memory. So why? Because individually it is going to consider 1 as one character, 2 as another character, 4 as another character, 5 is and total 1, 2, 3, 4 and \0 for end of file marker. So totally it requires 5 bytes of memory. In case of binary, only 2 bytes. If it is going to treat it as an integer, so every integer requires 2 bytes of memory. Like this, there is a difference between the occupancy of text file and binary file. And if you look at the declaration, the file can be declared with the help of file pointer. So here the structure which we are going to be used, file, is a keyword which we are going to be represent for the file declaration, and using the fp is the file pointer, so it requires a pointer variable, so which is used to access the file data structure. And what we can do with files, we can create the files, we can read the data from the file, we can write the data to the file, we can close the file. So we can create or open the file, and we can read the file, we can write the file, we can close the file. So these are the operations which we are able to perform with files. So if we take a file opening, so how can we open the file? So here the syntax which we are using for file opening is fp is equal to fopen. Fopen is a function which is going to open the file. So where we are going to take two arguments, one is file name, another one is mode. So here what is a mode? So mode in the sense, mode indicates the type of operation which we are going to be performed with that file. So that is going to be indicated with the help of mode. And fopen is a function which is used to open the file, which requires an argument. What is an argument? Argument means the value which is passed to the function. And here what we are going to pass, file name we are going to pass, and we are going to pass the mode. So which file you want to open and which mode you want to open, that you are going to specify whenever you are going to open the file. And see the example program. So here I am going to declare the file structure, and file pointer equal to fopen file.txt. What is the file name we are going to take? File1.txt, and the mode we are going to specify it as R. So R means read operation. So here what we are going to do, we are going to open the file. What is the purpose of that file? We are opening that file for reading the content of the file. Suppose if the file pointer is null, that means there is no such file is available in the database, so then it is going to print a message like cannot open file or file doesn't exist. So this is the way we are going to open the file. And the mode, coming to the mode, there are some modes like R for reading a text file, and W for writing a file, and A for appending. Appending means already the file is existing, so already the file has created some data it is going to hold. So whenever you want to attach some more information to the existing file, then append mode. So read for reading, write for writing, and A for appending. These are the basic operations which we are going to perform with every files. And RB for reading a binary file, writing a binary file, and appending binary file. So whenever we are going to use binary files, we need to use RB, WB, AB. So here if you are going to use with text file RT, WT, AT, otherwise you can directly use RWA, nothing wrong. And suppose if you want to use RT plus, what it indicates? So you are going to open a file for reading and also for writing. So WT plus, what it indicates? You are going to open the file for writing and also for reading. You are going to open the file for reading and writing, appending. You are going to open the binary file for reading and write, binary file for reading and writing and reading, and binary file for writing and reading. These are the basic modes which we observe. And how can we close the file? So once we open the file, you must close the file. So one thing you have to remember for files concept, whenever you want to do any operation, you have to open the file and you have to close the file. So this must require. So once if you open the file, you cannot simply ignore like that. You need to close it properly. So using the fclose function, we are able to close the function. So close the file. And here if you look at the example, so file pointer is going to be declared. You are going to open the file in read mode and closing the file. And in order to write the characters to the file, so fputc, single character by character, what you can do, so your fputc is a function which you can able to write a character into the file. So here you need to specify the file pointer, and here you need to specify the character which you want to write into that file. So fputc is a function which is going to take two arguments. One is the character which you are able, which you want to insert, and the file pointer in which file you want to store the data. And then you have to open the file with write mode. Then if the file is already there is no file, then it is going to point out the null. If there is a file, then what you have to do, you have to read the characters up to the end of the file, and you have to print those characters. So this is about writing operation. And fgetC is a function which is used to read the data from the file. fputc is to write the data. In the same way, in order to read the data from the file, you need to have only one argument, that is file pointer. So in case of fputc, there are two arguments. One is accessing the file and data which you want to store into that file. So that is the fgetC and fputc. And this is an example for opening the file in read mode. And if the file doesn't exist, it is not going to open. Otherwise it is going to open, and if you are going to read the content using fgetC and fputs. So fputs is a function which is used to read the string. So getC, putc functions are going to read the data character by character. Here we are going to read the data string by string. So how the string is separated? With the help of blank space. Whenever you are going to encounter a blank space, that is considered as a new word. And again it is going to take two strings. So one is for two arguments. One is for string array for storing the whatever the strings or whatever the characters you want to print. and another argument which is used to point out the particular file. And again there are two more functions. So the well-known printf function and scanf function. In the same way here we are going to use fprintf and fscanf. So both are used with files in order to write and read the data. So fprintf, again it is going to have the structure file pointer as an argument and format stringer and the variable list, whatever the variables which are going to have the information, so which is going to be printed. And in the same way fscanf, file pointer, format string and variable list. So and one more function, that is fwrite, which is used to write the records into the file. And here we are going to use the fwrite syntax, pointer variable and size of the data and file pointer. So the size indicates the number of bytes which we are going to be write, and file pointer is going to represent the memory location where the data is going to be stored, and file is where the data will be stored for that. And fread. So fread is a fwrite, fread. Fread is a function which is used to read the data from file, and here we are going to use argument as a pointer in which the file which is going to be pointed out, and file pointer and size. Size is the total number of bytes to be read from file. And one more function, what is the rewind function? The rewind is a function which is used to move the cursor position from the beginning at the beginning of the file in order to move the cursor position from wherever it lies. So in order to move to the beginning of the file, what we are going to use, rewind function is going to be used. And fseek, which is going to move the cursor at the beginning of the file. So this is the syntax which we are going to file rewind, and this is the syntax which we are going to use for fseek. What is fseek? Fseek is a function which can move the cursor at the beginning of the file. So how to move? So file pointer, offset and secant. These are the three arguments. And if you use the rewind function, file is going to be opened with under at place. If the file doesn't exist, it is going to be written 0. If the file exists, the file is going to be opened. And while the file reach end of the character, what you are going to do, f put c, ch comma fp. So whatever the values you are reading through file pointer, those values are going to be stored in ch with the help of f put c function. And ftell. Ftell is a function which is used to tell about the current position of the cursor. So generally it is going to return a value which is beyond the integer, so it is going to be declared as long. And ftell file star p. The ftell function takes the file pointer as argument and returns the current position as long type. And this is an example for ftell. So here we are going to declare file pointer, character variable, long variable, and file pointer equal to open the file text under read mode. And if fp is equal null, that means if the file doesn't exist, then we are ignoring the process, otherwise we are going to print the data in a file. And if while ch equal to f get c, f then end of file, we are going to compare the condition. And fseek. So fseek is a function which is going to take three arguments. First file pointer, second is offset, that specifies the number of bytes which are going to be moved, and the third position we are going to represent offset. So it will return 0 if successfully to the specified position, otherwise returns non-zero. So whenever we are going to perform the fseek function, if it is properly executed, then it is going to return 0. If it not, then it is going to return 1. So these are the seek set, seek current, seek end. Seek set is beginning of the file, seek current is current position in the file, and seek to is the end of the file. And this is an example where we are going to declare the file pointer and one character variable, one integer variable, and we are going to declare one structure variable stu, and using structure variable we are going to assign the values. Here structure variable, size of structure 1p, and student name, student marks, and fv0 struct set, then one student name, roll number, marks, one student name, roll number, marks. Like this we are going to get the fseek function, and the file is a space in memory where data is stored. C program provides various functions to deal with file. The mechanism of manipulating with the files is called file management. A file must be opened before performing operations on it. Getsy and putsy functions are used to read and write a single character. The function fscanf permits to read and pass data from file. We can read an entire file by looping into after to cover all the file until the end of file is going to be encountered. We can write to file after creating its name by using the function fprintf, and it must have the new line character at the end of the string text. Thank you one and all.